Lisa.
It's, oh.
Hey, I'm Lisa.
Hey, I'm Dart.
We just wanted to start a few little educational videos. This will be short and sweet, right? We're hoping to keep it like 3 minutes. Although we both like to talk a lot.
That's right. Yeah. Got to put a governor on us.
Yeah. So this week, what we thought we would talk about is asset protection.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dart, how do we define asset protection?
Well, first off, we feel like there are 5 pillars of asset protection, and we define asset protection is protecting your valuable assets from anything or anyone who would want to take them.
Yes. But I think it's important to note, like, asset protection is about erecting barriers. So that way it makes it impossible or very difficult for creditors to get to your personal and your business assets while you're living or even after you pass.
Right. Now, asset protection is not hiding your assets.
Okay? Right. There's that.
That's right. Or it's not about committing fraud so that you're to conceal it from any creditors or anything like that. It's really about just making it difficult for creditors to sue you for it.
So we basically have 5 pillars that we thought are for about asset protection, which are,
first off is lawsuits.
Yes.
Next is stock market.
Yes, that works.
Right. And also the IRS.
Yes, that's an important one.
And then insurance.
Yes.
And then also estate planning. So those are your 5 pillars. So really it's lawsuits, IRS, stock market, insurance, and estate planning.
Okay, so let's just talk about one today. Let's talk about lawsuits.
Okay.
Being that you wanted to say, oh, it's not about hiding. So let's talk about lawsuits.
Yeah. So lawsuits is just putting a plan together to protect a client's wealth from a negligence lawsuit. Right? What would be an example of negligence?
Well, I think the first thing that comes to mind is just a car accident, whether it's your fault or not. Or let's just say that you're texting and driving and the other car, and you run a red light or a stop sign and the other car is injured and they sue you. By the way, speaking of that, we just read something recently. It said that texting while driving is 6 times more dangerous more likely to result in an accident than drunk driving.
Yeah, absolutely. So please do not text and drive. I know it's tempting. I know you think you got to answer it, but please, if something happens, and we've all had that scary.
Why don't you want to share the story that you have about the accident?
Yeah, I have a friend back in my hometown, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, owns a logging business, drives a logging truck, and had a load full of logs driving on Highway 64. This is about 10 years ago. A lady was probably texting or on the phone or something, eased off. He was meeting the car. And the car eased off on the right side of the lane, swerved across the road in front of the log truck, and the log truck clipped her because she was on the wrong side of the road, actually. And so they sued the owner of the logging company. They tried to force him to tell him what farm, where did he get the trees, where did he cut the trees from, because they wanted to go after the farmer, the landowner. And they determined that 2 of the tires on the right side of the log truck's trailer was 10 pounds lower pressure. And that caused the lady to swerve to the right and then lose control to the left and get clipped by the front of the log truck. And his liability insurance had to pay the settlement.
Well, I'm just glad that he had insurance for a case like that.
That's right.
I just think it's important. I feel like people are a little bit happy to sue, overly happy to sue these days.
That's taking advantage of it. So those are the kind of things where he did nothing wrong except just trying to earn a living, and we're just doing nothing wrong except driving down the road, and things like this happen. It's just sad that this is a society. So. Well,
another thing to think about also is how about like at home, if you have a party or just a get together, or if someone drinks and leaves your house and has an accident, or what if they slip and fall while they're at your house? Are you covered, or do you know if you're protected? What's another one, Dart, you're thinking about?
Well, also just in your profession, it's just your daily working. I mean, there's professionals and there's stories about that, that doctors doing the right thing. But sometimes things happen, or attorneys, CPAs, architects, construction workers, This is a host.
I think it could go even clearer into building a website. I think it crosses all lines. Really.
Yeah.
You know, somebody just doesn't
the
like your
thing.
work, and then they want, or like something that you did, and they want to sue you. So.
Right. Absolutely. So, but good asset protection discourages lawsuits to the point where you can bluntly tell the people suing you or thinking of suing you is that your assets are protected, and that suing you would just be an exercise of futility. That's what asset protection is from the standpoint of lawsuits.
Yeah. So I hope this short little video just helps to encourage you or make you start to think about, oh, am I protected? What is that like? But if you want to get in, we're going to continue to talk about this every day this week, right?
Right. That's right.
So what does that mean? Tune in tomorrow.
That's right.
Thanks, y'all.
Right.
Bye.